Y'all been asking for it, and now it's here. Bfam News. I am your anchorman, DC. Let me bring in my peoples. Let me welcome my E-News correspondent and fashion, Miss Auntie Chris.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Auntie with the Bfam New Entertainment News and Fashion. Y'all know we got to make it make sense tonight.
And my political analyst, Mr. I see what you're doing. And guess what? You can't block me. I got it on. Don't try. I got it on. You know who I'm talking to. Mr. I see what you're doing. Tell them who I'm talking about.
Moment there go that man. Hey, I'm back. And I come with a whole new bag of tricks. We got a new president, man. So, I'm having a lot of fun.
All right. And I have so many sports fans. I have so many sports friends. But this guy is on my Saturday show. He keeps asking me, am I going to get my own segment? Am I going to get my own segment? And there's just no time. It's not like he doesn't deserve his own segment. He's there. He's good. I'm like, you know what? BFam News, please welcome your new sports reporter, the Sheriff.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's the Sheriff from Get Money Sports from South Central Indiana. How's everybody doing?
I'm saying, man, that's just badass. As soon as you say from South Central Indiana, everybody's like, that motherfucker's somebody. I don't know who he is. He got to be somebody. He got to be somebody. You know what I'm saying? He's got to be somebody. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Special report in. A man was listening to a radio station and he heard a contest promotion that he thought he could win. It was actually $250,000. And he said, you know what? I can get my home. He was back on a couple payments. And he said, I can get my house out of foreclosure. I'm going to enter this contest. Well, let's go ahead and pull up this video and we'll show you exactly what happened to poor guy when he got to court, when the radio station didn't want to pay.
Put a tattoo on your forehead to save your parents' house.
Yes, that's correct. I found out about this contest, if you'd like to call it that, and naturally I was a little skeptical. So what I did, I called the radio station and I spoke with a gentleman, and he did in fact confirm that this offer was legit. He also directed me to the contest page on the station's website.
Tattoo them across your forehead. Be the first listener to do it and win $250,000.
So as you can imagine, I didn't waste any time. I dashed down to the radio station. They glared at me in disbelief.
I could have never imagined somebody would have actually tattooed our station letters to their forehead.
$250,000 is a lot of money. There are a lot of folks that would do that, right? How's he to know that this is not real?
There was a link on there. If he would have clicked on that link, the link would have took him to the page that said April Fools.
And the law says if you do a prank and they are harmed, you must pay for that. And in your favor, I'm going to award $510,000. So
wow.
Nice.
Ooh,
Now,
what a win.
I own a radio station and we give away a lot of stuff. And I understand this rule. I got sued one time in the 12 years I've been open. I gave away 2 Braves tickets. Okay? And I told the first person to call, if they come down to the station, I come down and give them the tickets. Well, they didn't show up until 9:30. The game is usually in the 8th, 9th inning by that time, so I decided to go home. And they showed up at 10 o'clock wanting their tickets. The game went into extra innings. I lost the lawsuit. That's how it works. Wow. If you promise something, you got to go. King, what you got to say about that?
Yeah. What a win. I mean, hey, it's a win.
Is it a win, though?
Yeah.
You got to walk around with that KRUD on your forehead.
Good.
$500,000, I think that's a win. I believe that's a win.
I mean, go ahead, Anthony. Put it in.
I mean, well, you with that 510, I will hope that he's smart enough to go and get that removed off of his forehead.
All right. Maybe that's why the extra was there.
I will hope that that's what's going to happen. But I just want to go to where was the common sense to go and tattoo crud on your forehead. I don't give a damn about no $510,000. Bruh, crud.
What
You
was
run to a
250?
tattoo place.
It's only 250.
Okay, well, 250, but still, you're gonna run down and tattoo. It's a content. Bro, listen.
It doesn't make
bruh.
sense. That don't make sense.
No.
His mother's house was in foreclosure. You heard him. Your house in foreclosure.
Okay, so now
radio station. Hey, tattoo these 4 letters on your forehead. We'll give you $250,000. You get your house out of foreclosure.
But you seen this on a website that was flashing on April Fool. Like you literally seen this on a website that was flashing. Like you didn't hear anybody else yelling and screaming that they was on their way to a tattoo shop to try to win this money. And 9 times out of 10, if it was that big, he wouldn't have been the only person talking about it.
There you go. That's where I'm at right there. Sheriff, close this out for us.
You know, first of all, you got to give the guy some props because that's balls. It takes balls to do that, first of all. I mean, there's no way in hell.
Oh, my God. No way. Dude, I would do it with that hand. I would totally do it.
There's no way in hell.
You wear a hat forever. It's covered.
Yes. You know, I hope he does, like Auntie said, I hope he is smart enough to remove that off of his forehead. And I hope he buys his parents a better house because that house is probably gone by now. Went to, through the
same day.
Man.
But he's got common sense doesn't come standard with everyone these days. That's the problem. It's not standard. It's an option.
That's fact. And but here's the thing, though. Shout out to all them radio stations. Make sure you pay your bills.
Yeah, for real.
That $250 cost you $510.
Right.
Over double.
I mean, that's. I was sitting there doing the math, and I didn't think about the removal of the tattoo. You're supposed to get $250,000. There's no pain and suffering. You can't get pain and suffering for getting a tattoo you wanted to get. So
right.
I was trying to figure out where the other money came from. Is there any way that it would cost $260,000 to get a tattoo off your forehead?
No, not even close. Probably about $30,000 for something like that.
$30,000 to get a tattoo removed. Is that about right,
That sounds about right. Somewhere up in that bracket. So he still got a couple dollars to go get his mama somewhere to lay her head.
All right. Well, you know what he needs to do? What he needs to do is get out of his mama's house. Number one, okay. Yeah, use that extra money. Leave the tattoo on her. Get you a cowboy hat. We already know it covers the forehead. You can't see Charles' forehead. You can't see it.
That's why he got that tattoo because he still live with his mama.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
So use the extra money to get yourself a house. Pay your mama's house off, and get a house. Pay your mama's house. King, you laughing down there? What's going on?
I still passed the fact that he had got a tattoo right above his eyebrow.
All right, so let me ask you this, King. This is your friend. This is your friend. He comes over one day. He's like, "Hey, man, I figured out all my problems. I'm gonna get Mama's house, and obviously you know what's going on. I'm gonna get Mama's house out of foreclosure. I got to show you something." He takes his hat off, and bam!
Oh my God!
He cooked. It's the roast session going on in that house at that time.
He looks at you and he says, "Hey, man, I need a ride.
I'm
You're gonna ride him down to the station. You're guilty. Dude, you're just guilty as he is.
I'm gonna give him a ride. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna Jones him all the way down there. But we go.
That's a true ride or die right there, Andy. I'm gonna tell you right now. My friend shows up like that. I'm not taking him nowhere. I'm an accomplice.
We ain't going. I want to not be accomplice.
I'm taking him. I want to see how this thing turned out.
And he probably would, but no, I will not be accomplice to that.
Maybe hoping to get a few extra bucks from it.
I mean, the laughs,
the entertainment.
Yeah. Oh, I'm definitely taking to the tattoo shop. So I'm an accomplice already. I probably drive to the radio station too. There's no way I'm not taking to the tattoo shop. Anthony, would you take to the tattoo shop? Nothing.
We're gonna get us some Hennessy or something to get real nice.
She said she ain't doing
shit. And going to the radio station.
Anthony
no part.
Shit. Do not call.
That don't make sense. It don't make sense. It don't make sense to me. I can't be a part of it.
All right, it's politic time. Let's
Yes,
see what's
sir.
going on.
All right, man. Let's get it. So here we go. With all the other stuff that Donald Trump is doing, Donald Trump and the federal government want to take over Greenland, over over by Denmark. Certainly have a military base on it, but they want to take the 58,000 residents and give them a stipend. And then, like Puerto Rico, Greenland would become a U.S. territory. I frankly believe that our president is doing a lot. This doesn't make sense to me to want to take over Greenland because it's literally in the middle of another country. The only thing I can think of about is that it's a strategic move if you wanted to strategize for war, which is another whole scary thing, right? We finally did see that Vice President J.D. Vance was over in Denmark. And like true to form, he talked about Denmark and how they're treating the people in Greenland. As you can see, how they treat American citizens, I wouldn't recommend that Greenland agree to it. So.
All right, let's get into it. What I want to do is I want to pull up a picture here while we're talking about this to express to people what Greenland looks like on the world map. It's very important. Because this is the reason why, Agent Orange is all up in this. As you can see right here, this is Greenland, the little green continent. It is completely surrounded by water.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
But it's closest to land on our side. This side over here is the enemies. Right now, this area right here, which is Russia, and they're coming this way down here through all these islands. They're setting up like stuff here to come through here at us. And then don't forget, we got China coming from this direction, who's also an enemy. So Greenland is a very strategic island when it comes to war.
Yes, sir.
Anti.
Yes.
How do you feel about Agent Orange trying to take over Greenland? I mean, he's giving them all a good amount of money. He checked out what their annual income was, and he's giving it to everybody. He's giving you more than you deserve, just like we do here in America.
Yes, sir.
Like
I just feel a Cold War coming on. Y'all know we got to make it make sense. That's all I see. And if you don't know what the Cold War is, you better start reading that history before he erased it. Those are my thoughts because I'm trying to blow up, not get took off the air. And you know what?
You can't today. Whenever King's on the screen, the protector's on. They can't bounce.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, they had to pull out the protector. So jeez.
Yeah, I have to, man. They've been bouncing. Man, King's like a
What's
yo-yo.
up, Mama T?
Yeah, good to see you, Mama T. And Mama T said he's doing way too much. We already know that. Sheriff, anything on this?
Some things are just better left alone. I mean, some things are, you don't got to stir the pot every damn day. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. And King, you got another story. Hey, I'm going to tell you, we only do 2 stories in each one of our groups. But we can stay in this political thing. Agent Orange, when I asked King to be my political correspondent, he's like, oh, hell yeah, I got 4 years of material, motherfucker.
Okay. Elon Musk's dad said that he used to his black servants were his friends. Yeah, I don't even know who. I think his name is like Earl or some shit like that. It pissed me off when I first heard it. So this Doge shit really bugged me too. But the most
It's Earl. It's Earl.
Okay, Earl. Earl said that Elon Musk, when he was in South Africa, had black servicemen. They were his friends. They were his friends. You get it? Like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, I'm friends with my slaves or some shit like that, right? That's how that sounded to me. Like, I had one white friend. Is how that sounds from this. From me saying that, it's you know how it goes on the other end. But I mean, let's see what you guys think, because this is the wildest shit for me.
So I'm just gonna repeat it as it's read. Elon Musk's father says he was friends with his black servants while he was growing up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna let somebody else go first. Auntie, you look like you don't want to say a damn thing. You know what? Let's go political. The sheriff, hey, law enforcement always knows what to politically say right. Sheriff, what is the right thing to say here?
The right thing to say is that Elon Musk is politically correct for having friends.
His friend. Listen, I'll help y'all out, man, because you know it. But it did. Him and his dad dicks, bro.
Emotional intelligence.
Right. It is emotional intelligence, but let's just talk about it for a minute. Him and his dad is both dicks. Asinine assholes. Let's just be clear about it. We could go into a whole lot of shit that Elon Musk has done since January that don't make no fucking sense. But to say this type of shit right here, if you had not had your antennas up on the climate in this country right now, the fact that his dad said that shit right there lets you know where they coming from. But we can go back into the history books before they erase it to talk about the shit that happened in South Africa. This man had servants in South Africa. And he came over here with that same bullshit. You remember the Nazi way. You get it? That type of shit right there. So,
Cold War. I need a jacket.
That's what I'm going to say right here. And I've said this on other shows. So I'm going to keep saying it. That way everybody hears me saying it. When it's right, they can go, DC was right about that shit. Yes, you know, because it's always some old guy and all the younger people say, that motherfucker's crazy. Elon Musk is a robot. I'm telling you right now, he's not real.
I believe that. I believe a clone or something.
You're gonna find this out down the road. I'm pretty sure that Evan, who is Elon's father, is actually the scientist. I think Elon
like Eve and this whole thing.
Right. Evan has very little attention on him. You never hear very much about Elon Musk's father. I think this is the whole Pinocchio thing. But Geppetto, Elon Musk's dad, built Pinocchio. Elon Musk, I got a feeling, King.
It would explain a lot.
Has anybody ever seen Donald Trump's dad?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that Trump is not AI, but I have heard things that bullet really did hit him, and he is an AI. But Miss T said, "Look, he is from South Africa. Nothing good comes from that land." I don't know if I can believe that all the way.
Would they tell you if he had got assassinated, or would they tell you?
No.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm still surprised that we found out that JFK got assassinated.
Right. I'm still waiting to see that. I'm still waiting to see the documents on that.
Facts. And it's just like this. Do you really think that when they put Osama bin Laden out to sea, you think he was in there? You think we really got him?
I can speak on that. So we're gonna. This is one time I'm gonna open the doors.
Oh, now you want to talk? Okay.
Yes, because this is something I can speak facts on. Because at the current time when that actually happened, that was the time that I was actually in school to be for criminal investigation. So that was a big story that was going on when I was in college, and my teacher, shout out to my homie, was actually a part of that team. That went over there. And how we knew he was a part of the team was because one day we were all sitting in the classroom, and because we knew his credentials, he was sitting in there. And then the next thing, like he walked in, he was like, "All right, y'all gonna have a substitute," and he was gone. And then that following week, when he returned, he just walked in like it wasn't that, went in and sat down. I just looked at him and was like, "Good job." And like he's still my homeboy. He work at the courthouse. Like right now, he runs a security team for the courthouse down here right now. So that I believe. But when it comes to the rest of them, no.
Yeah, you got Mr. Smooth transition there, public step for Trump the game from. So this is a perfect time for me to play my song.
Let's go.
Oh Lord, here it is.
Oh no, we got a special report in now. Man, every time, I swear to God, the best part of being an anchor man, I could play in everybody else's category. But for some fucking reason, I can't get out of his category because Agent Orange is just doing shit that's just so easy to talk about if you own an uncensored radio station. Because other countries listen to us. Like, by the way, we went from 79 to 84 countries. We gained 5 countries this year. This last month. That's pretty cool.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Hey, shout out to Facebook for translating all my words.
Right. That's what's up.
For free. Y'all bitching on Facebook? Come on, man.
We're bringing them. We're bringing them.
Right now in Germany, they understand what I'm saying, and I don't even understand what I'm saying sometimes.
Right. Facts.
Shout out to Facebook. You do a lot of free shit, but Mr. Zuckerberg, guess what? You can't shut me off no more. All right. Anyways, okay.
We're protected.
We're protected. We have money. Because this was enacted back in January. Oh no, I gotta play the video first. Otherwise, you're not gonna know what the fuck I'm talking about. Oh my goodness, Agent Orange, I love you. Here we go.
The U.S. government has imposed a ban on romantic and sexual relationships between American officials stationed in China, their families, and security-cleared contractors with Chinese citizens. This policy was implemented in January before U.S. Ambassador Nicholas Burns left China. A partial restriction was first enforced last summer, prohibiting relationships between U.S. personnel and Chinese employees working at U.S. embassies and consulates. Now the policy applies to U.S. missions in Beijing, Guangzhou, Shanghai, Shenyang, Wuhan, and Hong Kong, but does not extend to American personnel stationed outside China.
All right. Now, I believe one of my counterparts here said, Cold War. AK. When we have a president that is enacting things because he thinks we're being spied on. Okay, so basically, if you an American government worker and you are over in one of those 4 countries, and you have a son, and he has a Chinese girlfriend, you're fired. You're fired. You're out. He wants no relations with any American government. And if y'all watch this, the one movie that I think about is Salt. By the way, Angelina Jolie's in it. Totally hot. Full frontal back nudity.
Wonderful movie. Excellent movie. Excellent movie.
And basically, because Russia was implanting people over here, and it sounds right. But guess who else saw that movie? Trump. And do we really want a scared president? I'm going to let this go around the panel here. Auntie, start us off.
You say, do we want to scare?
He's scared. He's definitely scared.
We didn't even want an apprentice. He couldn't even get a damn apprentice without getting a TV show. Now you gonna talk about the president? I done told y'all about this.
Well,
so who helping him?
Joe was sleeping. Be honest.
Joe was sleeping, but he just showed you exactly what happened. What did he do? He needed us to help him select an apprentice for his TV show. He went and chose Elon Musk to come and help him run the countries. He is a businessman all the way through and through. That's it. That's all. He is running it as a business, and if you pay attention to what's going on around you, it's like a monopoly game. He is buying up all of the property, him and his constituents, and that is what is happening.
And I'm going to go to Charles after I say this thing. And the funny thing is, in my outline, I use the word monopoly myself. I love monopoly because I'm kind of a control freak. People here know I'm in charge of my shows. I'm good at running shows. I'm good at putting things where I need to go. Go back and watch my shows. They run good. You don't see shit like dead time around there. I make shit happen. But in Monopoly, when you got somebody by the balls and you know what I'm talking about, it's time to make those deals that aren't in the rules. And all the other players are like, you can't do that. So, motherfucker, she owes me money right now. You need to get the fuck home. And that's how you play Monopoly. not with your kids. You can use clean words for your kids and say, look, this is how it works. Unless you want to pay past that part of that debt, you need to hush up.
Facts.
Okay, and that's how big deals get made. Okay, and I'm just this is what it's all about. So, Sheriff, you are the president. And here's the bully thing: if you are caught, and I'm talking about officials, any employees, and it even says in there, down to the janitor. If you are the janitor at the Beijing consul, and you're an American employee, and you're the janitor of our consulate there, and you have a Chinese anything in your family, boyfriend, girlfriend, maid, anything, you lose your job and all privileges and benefits that you have or will have from the government in the future. So if you 18 years in, you 18 years out, see you bye.
My question is, do I have a way back home? Probably not.
I mean, I guess as long as you're not living paycheck to paycheck, because you lost that paycheck, it's gone. You on your own.
You know, I get it, but then
what do you do? Let's say you've been over there for 17 years, and you're the janitor, and your girlfriend is Chinese. You met her 6 years ago, and she's a janitor too. She's a janitor somewhere else. Y'all have janitor life, okay?
Yep.
Now this law passes. You got to dump her or leave or get fired.
Adios.
You're staying with a girl.
No, like adios. Like I'm 18 years.
She's out of here.
18 years in, man.
Fuck this, man. My janitor job more important. You bitch, get to hiking. That's it. All right, there you go, King. I know you got an opinion on this shit. I know you do.
First of all, we left out a few countries other than China. Like, let's keep it a buck. His wife is Russian, right?
Well, you can't get the Russian one to pass yet.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, who
I'm
said,
with you.
We remember those classified documents or those declassified documents and shit. We remember that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Second of all, these are adults that you're talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, shit, you get to tell us now who we can fucking date and how we can live our lives and how we can win our love life. Kind of like a whole bunch of legal shit. You feel me? Because as much as I work for Social Security and all that shit that you mean to tell me, if I choose her over my country and I don't get none of the benefits I earn.
No.
That's wild shit. You feel me?
Yeah, it's pressure, it's bullying.
Shit. You know what I mean? And I mean,
you're pressure at its best.
I don't know whether this shit is legal. You feel me? Like,
it's legal now. He passed that act. He's going for other countries, like King said. He wants Russia. He wants a couple other countries. Yeah, he's bullying.
So let me one more. So I build a life with these people. This lady, this man, or wherever I'm at. We got a family. We got a life and shit. Like, I'm supposed to tear my family apart because you disagree with me and my choices away from America.
She could be a spy.
Everybody's a fucking spy.
Well,
you pick up your phone. When you pick up your phone, you're a fucking spy.
You can see why they used to block him.
Right.
We all right, yeah. I'm telling you, if my machine was working at any time, I guarantee you they're trying to push that fucking button right now. Stop that motherfucker. He's giving the secrets out. Stop. Hey, you know what time it is? I'm telling you, I cannot wait for this. It is time for that e-news and fashion.
Yes, baby. Listen, y'all. Listen. Well, listen. They is doing it. So tonight we are coming to you. Oh, he started off with beautiful girls, but now he is in some trouble, and we are going to discuss Mr. Sean Kingston and his mother and their fraud situation. So last year in 2024, it was brought to the attention that they were facing some fraudulent charges. Both he and his mother. Apparently some businesses have reported that Mr. Kingston and his mother had not paid for items such as jewelry. There was a luxury car, bed, some other items that were being, the mother was writing from the reports. The mother was writing fraudulent checks, or the checks were bouncing or on accounts that did not belong to him or her. and the businesses were requesting their items back. I guess they thought that the people was not going to come back for their items, wasn't going to come. That they were not going to come for them. So we are now faced with just about 3 days ago that mother and son were both convicted. I have a video for you, a brief video. We will go into that video to show you what we are looking and what he is up against right now. Mr. Kingston and his mother both have been convicted.
Mom guilty in $1 million federal wire fraud trial. Now, Kingston, whose real name is Keyshawn Anderson, and his mom, Janice Turner, were charged with 5 counts of wire fraud and conspiracy to commit wire fraud last year. They were accused of defrauding several businesses, including jewelers, luxury furniture makers, and car dealers, all totaling more than $1 million. Kingston, he's famously known for those hit songs like Beautiful Girls and Fire Burning. He and his mom will be sentenced in July, and they are facing up to 20 years in prison.
Listen, now, Mr. Kingston, right, right, and it's apparent there were multiple chances that these companies had reached out to Sean and his mother. They had reached out to them, and the mother would answer the phone and give them different reasons, or give them another account, or to reach out as if it was going to make a payment, or she was just giving them bad accounts altogether. Now, what the kicker was when I was reading more into this was that so Sean Kingston was released on bail. He was allowed to go home on $100,000 bail, so he was able to post bond. However, mother was not allowed to leave. So she has been incarcerated since last year, but he has been out and about while he has been going to court and things that's going on. But he sent the message and told them to take care of his mama while she is locked up. Right.
That's a bad deal.
Let's go around the panel here and see what's going on here. King, go ahead, let it out, man. What's wrong with Puffy, man?
He left his mama high and dry.
He left his mama hanging.
Yeah. He left her hanging. Take care of my mama. He getting ready to run. I hope y'all got his passport. My man getting ready to take it along. Yeah. She worked off his name, off his reputation. I mean, shit.
Yes, they did.
That's how they got that shit. I don't think that if they held her, then I don't think he got to run. I don't think he's looking at a whole lot of repercussions behind the shit. But just the thought of having to do 20 years in prison, he getting ready to run, man. So, mom.
Man, you don't do that to your mama. Sheriff, tell people what happened. When you leave your mama, if you do something wrong and you decide to run and leave your mama on the hook,
bad shit's going to happen to you.
Yeah.
Bad shit will happen to you. I would never leave my mama like hanging high and dry like that. You know what? As far as that sounds like they were both in it together. And you
and your mama have a crack house in the back. And it gets leaked out. They're coming tonight. And you run faster than your mama, so you fucking ditch. No? Yeah. And Tasha said it. He actually gave her up. He said, "Hey, I'm not here, but this is where she is. I'm out of here, deuces."
He hit it,
that's wrong. It's wrong of him to do that.
Yeah.
Auntie, I gotta ask, what happens to that man in prison? Before we go next segment here, what happens to him when he gets to prison?
Beautiful girl. I'm just saying. Listen, right.
Come on, we're looking for sponsors up in here.
Listen, I'm saying he definitely gonna need some spunk, baby. He gonna need it.
More than that.
He gonna use the spunk, and you can take off the S for him. But I mean, just like, listen, this is what it is. This is what's about to happen. This is what's about to go down for the next 20 years of your life, sir.
Well, I've been waiting to show these, so I cannot wait. So go ahead and start talking about my girl.
Listen. So this one here, listen. Y'all already know. So of course, when it comes
don't say her name yet. Don't say her name yet. Let them see first. All right, go ahead. Ready? I'm ready.
All right. So when it comes to one of my favorites, she is a definite fashion statement. Now, this fashion statement that was made, a lot of people are giving them looks like King. I see everybody with the fashion, the looks. And when I first originally seen this outfit, I too was a little bit bothered by. However, I did see a little bit more deeper into it when I actually paid attention. So I went and read up on it, which is why my girl Erykah Badu is up next for her outfit that she wore the other night. Now, let's dive into the outfit. From the looks, I want to go ahead and get y'all responses before I go into what the message behind this was. Yes, sir.
Was that a vagina?
Absolutely no. I mean, you probably could. It could. I mean, probably could be viewed as one.
A giant one.
There's
like a mushroom.
It's a who?
It's like a mushroom or something.
Okay, like a mushroom. Sheriff, what it look like to you?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
All right. So listen.
I haven't heard Erykah Badu's name in a long time.
Definitely wasn't.
All right.
There's a lot of woman up under that mushroom, bro.
Listen. So our girl Erykah Badu, of course, she has always been a fashion statement, whether it's from the head wraps down to being absolutely naked. We have seen every version of Erykah Badu. Well, this suit right here actually paid homage to being a woman, being able to be a woman. And then, so when I started to actually pay more attention and look at what I was looking at, it took me back to Sarah Bartman. And for those who don't know who Sarah Bartman was, you have to go and read your history books again. That's the history they don't want you to know about. But she was a black woman that was paraded around as a slave because of her bodacious body. And she is why so many women go get Brazilian butt lifts and they see black women in their natural shapes. So the outfit that she is wearing is actually a booty suit. And if you actually go in and it's completely a handmade suit that took a year. It's similar to a burlap. Yes. The designer is actually a 22-year-old designer who created this outfit. It was a handmade outfit that took a year to make. It was 3 different sections they put together to make this. Now, this outfit was actually, and it was designed to pay homage to being born a woman. Because we know she has been very vocal when it has come to the transgender and the words, saying the word cis and being able to represent yourself as a woman that was born a woman. So that's what this suit actually paid homage to that she wore. So that is your fashion news for Miss Erykah Badu.
So it was a vagina.
No, it was. I mean, you saw a vagina. If you have to go back and watch the video because she's actually twerking in the suit as well. The suit actually twerks. So there's a huge butt. Yeah, there's a video, and there's a huge butt where she can actually turn around and make it twerk. So it actually represents Sarah Bartman's body. And if you go back and look up who Sarah Bartman is, then that's what it was. So it did represent her actually being a woman and being born a woman. So everybody got to see a lot of different things.
It was a naked lady.
I mean,
who's Sarah Bartman?
No,
the outfit
don't represent the naked lady.
It represents just womanhood, just being able to be a woman, or what they call a cis woman now, or being able to just represent all the different bills of women. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So it's just women in general, but everybody had a different opinion, and people, they had the remarks. So I went and looked a little deeper into it to see, because it had to make sense to me. And it was what I thought, Sarah Bartman, and it did. And that was her ground, is that she looked at it, and
I get
that's how she showed up and showed out.
I think she could have used a better fabric than.
I don't know though, man, because to be honest, outside of that suit, Erykah Badu is
she's beautiful.
Woman, boy.
She's beautiful. I just don't see her being like when she says she twerked. I don't know. I'm not saying she can't twerk. Okay,
let me see if I can find this video so I can send it to you.
I just don't picture Erykah Badu twerking. I like her gentle, rhythmic music and chill. Just sit there and chill.
It moved.
I'm sure. I mean, she's a beautiful woman. But guess what time it is? It is time.
Oh boy!
It's his very first one, his own segment. It is time for sports with the sheriff.
Hey guys, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? So, first story we got here is we're going to talk about the Los Angeles Dodgers. Are they already the World Series favorite? The other night, Shohei Ohtani walk-off home run against DC's Braves. Sorry, DC, but the Dodgers are already in postseason form. And is Shohei Ohtani the lead runner for the MVP? I'll let you guys decide. You got the video, DC?
Sorry, it was in a commercial.
It's all good. So, I know you probably weren't happy that the Braves lost to Ohtani.
I don't like him.
You don't?
No.
It's a modern day Babe Ruth right there. Boom.
Fly ball to center field. Harris is back. Oh, Tony! Inevitable!
I really think that the Dodgers are going to go back-to-back this year. I really think that, and this is just the beginning, they're in mid-season form already. Everyone's talking their favorites for the World Series, and Ohtani's the lead for the MVP, and he hasn't even pitched yet.
I don't like.
It's a Vegas setup, man. It's a scheme. It's a scheme over in Vegas, and they selling it like that right now, so you can put your money down, and then all of a sudden things change.
Man, I love what King's saying right now. As a Braves fan,
take a break. Stop.
It's one of those rig situations, man. They trying to set you up, man. I mean, it's a lot of baseball.
One thing. I went to Vegas.com today because everybody knows I made up Get Money Sports. If I'm not a gambler, what the fuck am I making Get Money Sports up for? It's a gambling show.
Yeah.
And by the way, y'all better start listening to me. I went 74% last year for baseball. In case you didn't know, 74 is more than 50%, which means I made money. 24% on my money. And that's over 162 games.
Yes, sir.
Don't fuck around with DC and baseball. Football's another thing. You know what I went and looked at today, Sheriff? I went and looked at the odds to win their division. Do you know that the Padres are 7-0, and they have a less chance of winning their division against the Dodgers than the Braves do at 0-7 in the National League East? We are still favored by 38% to win our division over the Phillies, who stick 5-2, and we're 0-7.
I'm curious though. Why don't you like Ohtani?
Man, I'm just telling you this. You know what? Watch this. Auntie does not do much baseball. I'm going to put it in perspective like this. Ohtani is a Japanese baseball player that last year his interpreter, which they're not friends.
I remember that.
Okay.
I remember that.
Okay. So supposedly his interpreter was gambling with his money, but he didn't know nothing about it.
I remember that.
Now,
I remember that story.
I just got millions of dollars at my access of Ohtani's money. I don't even know why he had access to Ohtani's money. He's just there to talk for the motherfucker.
Right.
Okay? And Ohtani got no punishment. And I'm a baseball fan. If you fuck up, you own up, and you take the punishment.
Yep.
That's just the way I am.
That's what happened to Pete.
So, I mean, do he have like an American girlfriend or something? Because he's really not supposed to have a job right now.
I mean, we're not really sure he's girlfriend, boyfriend yet. He's really into baseball. Him as a player, he's great. He's a great baseball player. But him as a human being, he knows what he did. There's no way he could not make one bet.
But if you
just own up to it, and then you know what, baseball.
But you say he a what? You say he from what? What's his nationality?
He's Japanese.
He's Japanese.
Right. He gonna own up to what in America?
Nothing.
And do
Exactly.
what he gonna own up to, and then be able to step face back in Japan?
He ain't got to own up to nothing. He got a boatload of money he could take back with him.
But that's what I'm just saying. But you think that if his father is living in Japan, he gonna get over here and disgrace his daddy and say, "Yeah, I did it"? Absolutely not.
But that makes him less of a man. And see, baseball players see that. And then the other thing Ohtani did is Ohtani did this thing. he brought deferred payments to baseball.
Baseball.
And I'm not into that. So basically, Major League Baseball owners, not the players. The players are just they're puppets right now. The owners, they can pay them these ridiculous amounts of money. They can say, you know what, you don't really need all your money right now, do you?
We're going to pay you on the long term.
You've got ads. So why don't you do this? When you get done playing baseball, you're going back to Japan anyways, right? Why don't you defer your money till you end your career and then take it back over to Japan where you don't got to pay taxes on it? Now that's fucked up. That's fucked up because as Americans, we're paying money to come see them. We don't get taxes on it. Right. I don't want to get into all that. Sheriff, you got another story. Go ahead.
I do. Go ahead and start playing that video.
Oh, I can't wait to play this fucking video, King. You're going to like this one.
This is
Andy,
really
you might
video.
like this one too, man. This is up your alley. A little scrapping. Here we go.
So the Detroit Pistons have yet been involved in another brawl. But this time it wasn't with the Pacers.
Walks right in DiVincenzo's direction. Says something here for Bump.
Good point.
Hello. Playoff intensity early in this ball game.
As we're watching this,
DiVincenzo disrespected Fonseca, picks up the offensive
nope.
foul.
This is the second play where it picked up.
And now, again, a shoving match once again. Stewart. It's too bad because he does so many positive things out there.
All right.
For the Pistons, offensively and defensively.
Ron Holland was a really good high school player. Good fit.
Reed turned the corner and is fouled by Holland.
Man,
put your finger in my face.
Game on. Here we go. Oh.
And there it is.
Cameraman down.
In the fans.
You got to stay out of the crowd.
Wow.
We know what happened. I'm pretty sure we know what happened to that.
So Detroit has lived up to their bad boy motto. This is, the second brawl within. Actually, I think this is the third brawl they've been involved with, but this is probably the second major brawl in about 20 years involving the franchise. It's kind of despicable. Detroit player Isaiah Stewart was suspended 2 games. He had the heaviest suspension. Caesar and Holland II each got a game. Minnesota, Dante DiVincenzo and Nazi Reed both got a game for their involvement. The head coaches were both involved in this scruffle. It was a lot of confusion. No, it wasn't that bad, but the NBA it's happening too many times.
It is.
Too many. And plus, those fans didn't deserve that at all.
The other thing is this, like when you watch a NASCAR race, we all know the lower sports. We know who the big 3 are. You got football, you got baseball, and then you got whoever wants to be in third. There's an argument about who is there. But football and baseball are the biggest. And the thing is, once you get past those, any other sport, what do you go for? I don't go to the NASCAR race to watch one guy lead the whole thing. I go to watch somebody wreck.
Right.
Okay. So if you go to a basketball game, they're not going to play defense and they're just going to shoot threes. How do you make it interesting? Well, you get a couple of the guys that just ain't quite developed their manly skills yet. You get them to start arguing and you get a little fight. Because you ever see a basketball fight when anybody's ever bleeding? Being honest, man. They got no gloves on. They got a fucking tank top on. How come nobody
y'all scaring me
with like a why doesn't somebody?
I'm supposed to go to the Final Four this weekend. Y'all scaring me.
Man, they don't do that. They don't fight. Their fights aren't fights.
Well, y'all do
now. There've been a couple.
That's Detroit though. Detroit's NBA, so you're safe.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, to answer King's question, Mr. Showout is employed with Amalie Arena. He's a chef at Amalie Arena. Okay. So we will be so we're going to the what's it called? It's a dribble. I don't know. It's a dribble for the kids Saturday morning. We'll be out there. Yeah, the walk. They're doing a walk and then they have a party and they got a whole bunch of events starting tomorrow. And then Glorilla gonna be there Saturday afternoon. It's for free. She's gonna be out there doing a concert. We're gonna be out there.
Show up for that though, because I need to see Glue anyway.
Yeah, they're gonna all be out there. It's a free concert that they're doing, but yeah, we're gonna be out there that morning. And then what you said, I think there's like the practice and the whatever, the start and all that stuff going on. So yeah, I will be out there this Saturday.
Thank you for that sports thing there. We're gonna go ahead to our last story here. We're kind of crunch for time.
They scared me.
I could not play this video because someone has passed. I was a big fan. I'm pretty sure everybody was a big fan. Those who don't know, Val Kilmer passed yesterday. And it was funny in a way because he's been battling throat cancer for over 10 years, lost his voice box. And the cool part was he embraced the fact he didn't have a voice box by finally opening up and doing a podcast. He's been really private before that. But now he talked all, no voice box. And it was kind of cool and everybody loved him. We're going to go ahead and play this tribute video to Val Kilmer. We'll roll it out.
Really are cowboys.
What's your problem, Kazansky?
You're everyone's problem.
Val Kilmer was one of the biggest stars of the 80s and 90s.
You can be my wingman anytime.
Bursting onto the scene in the original Top Gun as the cool pilot Tom Iceman Kazansky opposite Tom Cruise.
It's the car, right? Chicks love the car.
Then as the Dark Knight in Batman Forever.
If Bruce Wayne would have given his life to your family, he would have.
Kilmer was the quintessential leading man with rugged good looks and charisma for days.
Break on through, break on through.
He did his own vocals in one of his most critically acclaimed performances, playing Jim Morrison in Oliver Stone's The Doors.
Get much higher. Yeah.
But it was his sardonic Doc Holliday in Tombstone that would win the hearts of theatergoers.
I'm your huckleberry.
Kilmer was born in Los Angeles and was the youngest person at the time to be admitted into the prestigious performing arts school, Juilliard, for 30 years, starring alongside some of Hollywood's brightest stars.
Look up idiot in the dictionary. You know what you'll find?
A picture of me?
In 1995, he teamed up with Al Pacino and Robert De Niro in Heat.
The bank is worth the risk.
But in 2014, Kilmer was diagnosed with throat cancer, losing his voice due to a tracheotomy, which he discussed with our Chris Connolly.
I feel a lot better than I down. I feel wonderful.
What do you miss most about your old voice, Val?
But I had one, and I didn't laugh like a pirate.
Kilmer?
All right, we're good with that right there. He was awesome. And my question was to everybody, what was your favorite Val Kilmer film and why? Go ahead, Andrew. Let the lady start.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I am a Val Kilmer fan from the very beginning, from Top Gun. But my very favorite was Tombstone because I love country and I love country and I love that era. So that's me all day long.
I just felt like I didn't know who Doc Holliday was, but I watched a lot of different Wyatt Earp movies.
I love Wyatt Earp.
I'm just saying, I watched a whole bunch of different ones though, but that one right there, I kind of feel like Doc Holliday was Val Kilmer. I feel like that he really got like everything I read about him.
He took on that.
Yeah, he was really into that. Sheriff, what about you, Val Kilmer? What's your favorite movie and why?
Tombstone. It's I love those type of movies. I was raised on those. Second, though, I really loved. A lot of people dissed him in the Batman Forever, but he was a really good Batman.
He was a terrible Batman.
Oh, come on!
He didn't say it right, man. I'm Batman. It's terrible. Terrible. I'm a huge DC comic guy. Okay, Mr. King, what do you say, baby? Favorite Val Kilmer moment, movie, and why?
I would say Batman.
That kills me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want you to die behind it. What I'm saying is, it's Batman for me. Like you said, it was a lot of Tombstone movies and stuff, and it's kind of hard to kind of navigate Tombstone because he had a part in that. But I mean, it was some really great actors in the other Tombstones that kind of said that you can't. I mean, when you try to gauge it, you can't.
Like if they call you right now and they say, "Hey man, we need you to be Doc Holliday for Tombstone. We're doing a reenactment." No,
right? It's like I cannot follow that.
Yeah, how can you follow that one right there? All right, so let's go ahead and do our social medias. I think our first show's over there. How y'all feel about the show? Chris, how'd you feel? You feel pretty good?
I loved it. I loved it. I'm up too, and I had to be to work early. Like I loved it. I'm up.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. So
I
tell them
loved it.
tell them where they can find you at and your social media plugs.
All right, so y'all know it's your girl Auntie from Make It Make Sense with Auntie. You can find me on social media at Auntie Chris. You can find me on YouTube at Auntie_MIMS. And you already know when life give you lemons, Make It Make Sense with Auntie every Thursday at 5 p.m. We're on Bfam 109.6.
I'm just warning you now. If you friend her, you better like the color yellow. I'm just telling you right now. It's mandatory. See, look at her. It's always within reach. It's crazy.
Is Auntie new line coming?
Sure. Tell them where you are.
See.
Hey guys, social media, Charles Walls on Facebook, Walls Charles on Twitter, X, whatever the hell it's called now. Training general manager, Noodles and Company in Bloomington. Definitely come see me. Shout out to the Integrity First Bowling League tonight. Had a great night. Got one more week, and I get some rest until August. Definitely enjoyed the show. Definitely enjoyed the flow of it, especially with the other two, with King and Auntie, and then especially always DC and representing Get Money Sports.
How about you, King? Get some tags out there.
Yeah, man. You know me. TikTok is I see what you're doing. It's I with a C, and the rest of it is just like it sounds what you're doing. I don't really get into Facebook and all that, man. I'm too busy DJing and setting up community health hubs and stuff like that, man. When I'm not doing this, man, I'm engulfed in the community trying to make a difference. So I don't just do it. I don't just talk that shit here. When I'm outside in the world, I talk this same shit because hey, either you gonna stand for something or you gonna fall for anything. And I'm standing on my soapbox. And y'all know how we do, man. It's Bfam. Like that.
That's facts. And if you want to find me, www.bfam1096.com. Motherfucker, I'm busy. I'm up there.
You're everywhere.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
here. Yeah, you can see me somewhere. Shout out once in a while, though. Stop by. I'm very personable. I'm not one of those guys that owns something that you can't come talk to unless you fucked up. Then I want you to have a show, and we'll get you on one of our shows. We'll talk about you. Until next week, this has been Bfam News. I'm DC. We'll see you next week, 11 o'clock.
And we are is.